Good morning, hello and welcome. You're tuned into CNN News 18. You're watching this broadcast with me, Poonam Burde. Let's get you started on this edition with breaking news coming in from Bengaluru. It was Diwali yesterday and there is a unique way that the people of Bengaluru had decided to celebrate. There was a pothole Diwali that was celebrated in parts of Bengaluru as potholes continue to make people suffer in the IT capital of this country, fed up with the BBMP, which is the civic body's inaction towards ensuring that all of these major potholes are closed. Bengaluru citizen was seen celebrating Diwali by bursting crackers in those potholes. Such scenes that you see on your screens now were witnessed across several parts of southern Bengaluru yesterday. The pothole menace has claimed many lives in the city of Bengaluru. There have been unique protests that have been held over the years to highlight the inaction of the civic body, the apathy and the negligence of the state government as well. Yet again, we are seeing a unique way of protesting against these potholes in the IT capital of the country in Bengaluru. Akshara, my colleague, now joins me for more on this. And we've seen many such unique protests in the past as well. The negligence, the apathy of the civic bodies, what is being highlighted here?
So yesterday, certain citizens of Bengaluru protested against the never-ending pothole issue by bursting crackers on the major potholes in the Bengaluru roads. So we also saw certain members of the JDS as well celebrating Diwali by bursting crackers near the Kempegoda railway station. And they also have given an ultimatum to the government and also requested the Chief Minister Basuraj Bommai and the BBMP to take action against the potholes in Bengaluru.
Right now, so far we've heard several assurances come to the fore from the civic body, from the Chief Minister himself, but there's very little that changes on ground, isn't it?
Yes, of course. From a very long time, the BBMP is promising that it will get rid of potholes from all the major roads in Bengaluru, but the promise has not been fulfilled. We are witnessing deaths here. People are getting injured because of potholes. In this month itself, we witnessed 2 people getting killed while trying to negotiate potholes in Bengaluru.
Absolutely. So it's not just about apathy anymore. It's about criminal negligence because several lives are being lost because people are trying to avoid these potholes. They either fall into the pothole and then meet with an accident, or in a bid to avoid those, unfortunately, these lives are being lost. And like my colleague Akshara has been mentioning, just in the last couple of days, we've had unfortunately 2 deaths in the city of Bengaluru, but nothing changes. Now, there have been deadlines that were set, Akshara, by the BBMP for themselves, by the state government as well. What happens to those deadlines?
The High Court had, in fact, pulled up the BBMP in the month of September, had given a 10-day deadline in order to, fill the 221 potholes, major potholes in the city of Bengaluru. But you see, as the BBMP fills these potholes, again we witness the potholes resurfacing. Well, the citizens had opposed this and also had mentioned that mere filling of potholes will not serve any purpose. The damaged roads must be identified and asphalted completely.
Absolutely. So there are permanent solutions that are required, not the temporary ones that we often see where you just have the civic body officials come and fill up these potholes temporarily, come one rain and it's back to square one as far as the condition of these roads are concerned. And it's not just Bengaluru, Akshara, isn't it? We've seen this kind of pothole menace across the state of Karnataka.
Yes, of course. Recently, in last week, we saw a middle-aged woman who died while trying to negotiate a pothole in Bengaluru urban. And after that, the next week, we witnessed a man who was again trying to negotiate a pothole passed away, and this was in Bengaluru rural. And in this month itself, we saw a rail over bridge, newly inaugurated rail over bridge was being repaired just 48 hours after its inauguration. So this is the civic apathy in Karnataka right now.
Right now, given that this is also election year, Akshara, the state goes to polls next year. As far as the situation of the crumbling infrastructure is concerned, not just in Bengaluru but across the state, the damage control that the BJP would have to do ahead of next year's elections is going to be huge.
Yes, of course. Now you have all the opposition parties as well. Opposing the government as well as attacking the government regarding the pothole issue. Just yesterday, we saw the JDS protesting in the railway station near Majestic by celebrating Diwali by bursting crackers. In fact, the opposition has pointing out this major issue and attacking the BJP government in Karnataka right now.
Right, so we've seen the political war of words. We've also seen the kind of unfortunate instances that have come to the fore because of this pothole menace, not just in Bengaluru but across the state of Karnataka. And unfortunately, no amount of assurances coming in from the civic body or the state government changes anything on ground, which is why we are seeing unique protests like these which took place yesterday, where on the occasion of Diwali, a citizen decided to get the attention of the civic body and of the politicians that these potholes continue to claim lives, that these potholes continue to create a menace for the people of the city, which is why he was seen bursting crackers in multiple of those potholes across the city. Akshara, do stay on with me. Harish, my colleague, also now joins me for more on this. And Harish, we've been discussing how there are political ramifications of this as well. The crumbling infrastructure, not just in Bengaluru but across the state, is something that the BJP will have to combat come election next year.
Absolutely. And the fact that several of these problematic areas are the ones that have seen crores of rupees being spent in terms of asphalting the entire stretch. In some cases, bridges and ROBs built just a few weeks back and them developing potholes. It adds to the whole narrative that the Congress is saying that this BJP government is corrupt, takes 40% commission in every government contract, as a result of which we have substandard work. And with multiple infrastructure projects facing questions of quality standards, and now you have pothole-ridden roads across Bengaluru, this despite the BBMP saying that they've spent hundreds of crores in the last 2 years just to fill potholes. We are not even talking about laying a new road or asphalting existing roads. Just to fill potholes, hundreds of crores have been spent. And now there will be question marks on what kind of works that have been carried out by the BBMP and how the state government hasn't done a quality check or pulled up any of these contractors. And yesterday, citizens, despite the fact that the entire city and the nation was celebrating Diwali, did not forget to once again use the opportunity to highlight the kind of crumbling road infrastructure in Bengaluru and going around some of these problematic pothole-ridden stretches, whether it's near Silk Board, JP Nagar, Banargata Road. These are areas that are also seeing metro work and roads have taken a beating. And they highlighted once again that these roads have not just become a huge issue in terms of traveling, they've also become areas of injury and taking people's lives, especially office goers in the morning. We've already seen multiple pothole deaths in the last few months.